when you get that bag and you lit, bro, you gotta move from whatever city you from, bro. It's just only right, bro.
4:43, breaking news out of Brooklyn, where a popular rapper was shot and killed overnight. Nick Blixky was discovered with gunshot wounds on Winthrop Street in Prospect Lefferts Gardens.
Well, shooting in Canarsie has claimed the life of an up-and-coming Brooklyn rapper. Police say Tajay Dobson, better known as T. Wu, was killed in a drive-by Tuesday.
Niggas see 5 your phone and put hands on him.
Wow.
Yo, I seen what the going off. Nick Blixky, Nas Blixky, Dre Structure, Dubsky, Rara, all in a fucking pack.
Hey yo, squad, what's the drill? Back at y'all with another video. And it seems the Brooklyn drill movement is still very strong and prominent amongst fans and supporters. However, when you take the street beef and sprinkle in the music and top it off with the internet clout, you will always have a recipe for disaster. This is especially true in the case of the beef between the Woos and the Blickies. Today we gonna get into how this beef got started, who are the key figures, and what's been going on lately. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. Brooklyn drill has been on the come up for about 7 to 8 years now, and the momentum doesn't seem to be faltering at all. Despite rappers having yet to top the success of Pop Smoke, the genre's popularity continues to grow and survive through the years. In fact, since Pop Smoke passed, there have been quite a few Brooklyn drill rappers that got a chance to get their shine and have a chance in the music industry. I wish Pop Smoke was here to see the impact that he made and the doors he opened for Brooklyn's new generation. Since Pop Smoke's hit in Los Angeles, there's been much more drama in the Brooklyn drill scene, especially between the Woos and their long list of ops. The most prominent on that list of ops is the Chos, a crew in Brooklyn consisting of mostly GD and Blood sets alike. The Woos, on the other hand, are comprised of mostly Bloods and Crips. You know, with all that mind power it takes to remember the crews and your ops and the inner workings of the current gang life, it's a wonder some of these brothers didn't just go to school and apply their mental efforts to a field with a bit more longevity. But I digress. Anyways, the beef between the Woos and the Chos seem to be the life force behind the Brooklyn drill movement. But most recently, the Woos have had a more direct beef with a Cho subset, the Blickies.
Blicky the Blicky the Blicky. Keep Blicky, Blicky the Blicky.
Blixky out here, man.
Their feud has gotten so serious that after recent losses, radio DJs such as DJ Drewski of Hot 97 are saying that they will no longer play drill diss records. If more DJs end up following that trend, who knows what could come from it? The Blickies used to go by the name the Hood Stars and consisted of GDs from Ebbetsfield in Brooklyn.
Here, man, it's the headquarters, my nigga. There's no how this rock over here, but we out here, trust me, man. We out here. We out here, man.
Before Pop Smoke's rise, the Blickies had the most popular acts in the Brooklyn drill scene. In fact, Blicky leader 22G's is looked at by many as a pioneer of Brooklyn drill, paving the way for the subgenre with one of his biggest songs, Suburban, a single produced by a London-based teenage drill producer, Axel Beats. The popularity of this song will go to put a spotlight on the Blickies and give them more clout in the music industry. But after getting locked up in 2017 in Miami for a second-degree murking,
19-year-old Jeffrey Alexander allegedly shot and killed 30-year-old Ladarian Tyrell Phillips of Homestead.
A charge he would later beat, Nick Blixky took over and was able to carry the torch alongside Coach The Ghost and Envy Kane. The latter would end up being excommunicated and kicked out of the Chos by Coach himself.
That individual is no longer.
He's no longer, so what y'all gonna say now?
So everybody that was GDK because of this one poisonous person is done. That shit is done.
Envy would respond to Coach with some smoke of his own.
I'm in New York City, in the middle of the street. Tell Coach to go stop hiding. Envy Kane looking for Coach to Ghost. Stop making subliminal posts. Stop trying to do shit and try to make niggas guilty. Let's do it now.
Which makes one think, was there ever really a brotherhood? And what would Nick Blixky think of all this? Unfortunately, on May 10th, 2020, Nick Blixky got caught lacking on Winthrop Street near Rogers Avenue in Prophet Lefert Gardens at about 9:30 p.m. according to authorities.
Police say 21-year-old Nicholas Thompson, also known as Nick Blixky, was shot in the torso and rear.
He would be taken to Kings County but would not survive his injuries. R.I.P. to that man. According to reports, the alleged suspect might have been somebody that Nick was cool with or at least knew. The NYPD footage is said to show that they dapped each other up before the alleged suspect rocking a blue bandana, took a few steps back and fired at Nick several times. So far, the footage has not been released, though. Witness testimony, surveillance footage, and other evidence have reportedly linked Khalif Glean to the situation. Some of the most damning evidence is that the alleged ammunition believed to be in Khalif's possession matched the shell casings found around Nick Blixky, and the distinctive globe tattoo on the shooter's left arm that matches Khalif's. That's a tough one. Some would say karma reached Nick pretty quickly, as a year prior to his demise, he took to the internet to make fun of Pop Smoke's situation. However, to this day, there is no evidence that he actually did such a thing. But his messy fellow crew member Breezy Blixky did.
I'm saying you want to get a check.
I'm gonna air this gas or what?
GS9 member Fetty Luciano wouldn't let the disrespect go unnoticed and was sure to return the shenanigans by dissing Nick Blixky when he got taken out.
One of these nigga that was that guy, you know what I'm saying? He was smoking on Pop, so we smoking on him right now and shit like that, you know, regular.
Again, with no proof Nick ever said a word about Pop. So in reality, Fetty kinda played himself. This wouldn't be the last time a high-profile Blixky member would get caught slipping. A few years later, on January 27, 2022, around 9:30 a.m., NYPD responded to a call along Roger Avenue in Prospect Laferte Gardens. Nasir Fisher, aka Nas Blixky, was hit. He was then taken to Kings County Hospital and was said to be in stable condition. That's a serious close call. Surveillance footage of the shooting shows a gunman casually walking and crossing the street before suddenly drawing his pistol and opening fire. Blixky ops were sure to hit social media to taunt him after the shooting, but it wouldn't be long before GDs returned social media fire. It is rumored that the shooting was in retaliation for a diss track snippet that Nas posted on IG shortly before the shooting.
Niggas be running, I ain't even click. Whoever gon' rock him, knock him out his kick. OTF fucking finna let it rip. Last out Buffy hit him in his shit. Over 30 like him with a 30.
But as of now, there is no evidence to corroborate that story. In interviews prior to his shooting, Nas Blixky seemed to be quite an intelligent dude.
Yeah. You feel me? Niggas just be thinking about themselves. They don't really think about family, brothers and sisters and shit. When you do certain shit and you away and you absent from home, you put your parents in the same place where you at.
Even with that being said, sometimes the streets will make you put your intelligence to the side and go stupid. As days before being hit, he was on IG Live yelling at the ops while his toddler was in the car.
You're lame, nigga. You're a fucking bozo. Greenie. You're a bozo. Talking about some lame shit, nigga. You're goofy.
So we'll just have to wait and see what type of residual damage is left in the streets as a result of this situation. About a week or so after being hit, a video surfaced of Nas Blixky spitting a little verse while in the hospital bed.
Lost some lovers in the trenches, got me sodding with this blick, and this 16 is mag. I don't think that I can miss. But my phone was supposed to be watching, never has he taken risks.
He sounded a bit shaky, but being able to rap coherently after taking a bullet to the head is no small feat. Get well, bro. Coincidentally, a few days after Nas Blixky was hit, on February 1st, 2022, at around 2:22 p.m., a 22-year-old Tajay Dobson, also known as T. Woo, was hit on 9802 Avenue in Canarsie, Brooklyn. That's a lot of twos. Gematria lovers, eat your heart out. Anyways, when officers arrived, they found T-Dot in front of his mom's house with a wound to the head and left knee.
An up-and-coming Brooklyn rapper. Police say Tajay Dobson, better known as T. Woo, was killed in a drive-by shooting Tuesday afternoon.
Which is crazy since it was heavy snow around that time, so for him to be outside at that time was pretty odd. He was taken to Brookdale Hospital where he was pronounced deceased. T-Dot repped the hundreds and was both Crip and Woo. There's a rumor going around that T-Dot's murking was in retaliation for Nas Blixky being hit. However, there doesn't seem to be much information supporting this claim. We'll keep you posted. What's sad is that he just signed a deal with $1 Million Music, a Brooklyn-based record label.
Just before he died, he struck a deal with music label $1 Million Music. The label described T-Dot as a rising star and noted his influence in drill music. The artist was friends with the late rapper Pop Smoke.
So it's safe to say his best was yet to come. It's a real disappointment he won't get to fulfill his destiny. He didn't even seem to be too involved with dissing the ops online. For the most part, his popularity came from his viral dance moves. Well, at least he is now free from this dirty game. Rest up, bruh. I'm sure a lot of these brothers wish they could escape from this hell that they are in, but they feel trapped. Whatever the case may be, these brothers need to tighten up. Cause if you can't tell, that new mayor in NYC, along with the feds, got something treacherous in store for the hood. So keep your mind's eye open. And there you have it. Thanks for kicking it with your boy. Thanks for the love and support. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be sure to update you guys on the ongoing situation as details come in. Catch y'all when we spin back round for the next vid. And remember, stay smart, stay alert, and stay real. I'm out.